Yeah. Okay. Yo, welcome back to BluJuiceTV. Listen, we have a lot to unpack from Cardi B and the I Am Drama album, because that's exactly what she is. Doja Cat dropping a whole masterpiece on our heads, and Nas quietly outplaying Jay-Z in his own backyard. And lastly, Nicki Minaj, Petty is coming. Listen, let's get into it. But first, before we do that, I need to cover the basics. I need you guys to go like and please subscribe to the kid. Like I always say, we're gonna grow together, we're gonna do this thing together. I'm gonna bring y'all all of the juice, everything, as much as I can. So yeah, please go subscribe. And yeah, I'm not gonna waste y'all time anymore. Let's get right into the things. Let's go. I wanna get buried on some belly, Tommy and Keisha. I don't even know if those are the correct words, but y'all, let's get into it. So Cardi B, I Am Drama hits #1 on Billboard and was projected to sell 205,000 units first week. But let's talk facts. That number is real cute and whatnot, but it only looks that way because the album was selling for the price of a Happy Meal from the year of 1998. Let's keep it real. 6 alternate vinyls, gift packs, 8 different covers, signed everything from shirts, albums, whatever it was that she was selling, you got it signed. Like, it always gimmicky. So if you purchase something, you'll get a signature to get the album. Like, it was just a whole bunch to it. Plus a cross-country meet and greet campaign. Oh, we can't forget the drones. They had the drones that were delivering albums to people. Like, it was just a whole thing that I've never seen before. And to some people, it might be a great rollout, but to me, it was desperation. And I believe to most of the general public, we know what this is. She was trying to keep up with the queen, y'all. And meanwhile, like, while she's trying to keep up with the queen didn't have to do any of that. And listen, I hate to compare them or put them in the same, in the same conversation, because they are in 2 different lanes. Nicki is the queen, and Cardi is actually below a lot of the other girls. So if I'm going to compare anybody, it should be Nicki and some of the other girls before Cardi. But since this is what you guys have created, I have to defend her. Like, Nicki did not have to do any of the gimmicks, no circus. She didn't do any of the foolishness. All she did was drop her album. Mind you, she dropped her album right around Christmas time without any, like, serious rollout. She just dropped it off of the strength of her talent, of her bars, of her gift, of her artistry, and of who she is. She dropped it and walked away in peace and still ate. Cardi, she tried to outwork the throne and she still fell short. Like, I don't care how much you cheat. I don't care if you make your album $1.50. You're never gonna beat her. And at the end of the day, let's say down the road, you do all of the gimmicks and you actually do outsell her first weeks. Whoop-de-doo. Do what you do. But at the end of the day, you still cannot rap. At the end of the day, you are still a gimmicky artist. At the end of the day, you are still a flop, and we all know it. Baby girl, I need you to listen. Listen to me real close. People just like your personality. You are a reality star. And I ain't even gonna lie, before you came over into rap, I actually liked you too on Love and Hip Hop, because you was a whole fool. Just ratchet, ghetto, all of the things. You was made for TV. And that's why the people love you, and I don't want you to get it misconstrued. They don't love you and support you because you're this amazing rapper and you're better than Nicki, you're better than Meg, you're better than Doja Cat, JT. No, that's not what it is, sweetie. You are a personality that a lot of your fans gravitate to, because a lot of them are hussy harlot whores as well. They are bottom of the barrel gutter snipes. No, I'm just playing. Y'all cool. I don't even know y'all. But Some of y'all are really those things though, and that's why y'all gravitate to her, because y'all see yourselves in her. And y'all want her to win, because hopefully if she can win, y'all can win as well. That's what you're thinking. And so that's back to Cardi. Yeah, that's why a lot of your fans, they follow you, because they see themselves in you. And so I just don't want you to ever get it confused with like real talent, because I think you really are starting to believe that you're like this talented rapper based off the last few interviews that you've done. And I just need you to tap back into reality, girl. Like, come on. Come on. You're not her. But anyways, man, you would never outshine Nicki's legacy. So do all of the games, all the gimmicks, everything you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. You gotta sell. I mean, you're on a label and you're trying to, you know, stay on that label. And in order not to get dropped, I guess you gotta do all of the gimmicks. Gotta do what it takes. And that's what you did. So I can't even knock you for that. But please, never get it confused. Never. Never get it confused who the real queen is. Alright? Moving on. Doja. Let's talk about Doja Cat. Listen, y'all. Last night, I was laid up, chilling, flipped on YouTube, and saw the video gorgeous and had to sit at attention, child. I mean, breath snatched, completely gone. Y'all, this video was absolutely immaculate. From the vocals, to the video, the visual, the whole entire song, everything about it. The visuals, the vocals, the music, everything was beautiful. The video had a vintage Maybelline and MAC 90s aesthetic, with some 80s in there as well, because you know she's on her 80s vibe right now. High fashion meets late night retro ad. The visuals were sickening. If you haven't watched it yet, go on over and watch that on YouTube, y'all. You won't be disappointed. And then, like, so, you know, she's in her singing era, but at the same time, she's like dropping, you know, she gotta always drop her little cute raps pretty much on every song. And the flow on this song, it was giving me like early Kanye energy. So she's giving early Kanye energy, and then the beat is just like perfection. Like, everything about it, I'm not trying to just like be so super hype, but I really enjoyed that song. Like, Doja's, I don't know, it's just something about when she raps. I really enjoy it. Like her sound, the tone of her rapping voice is just extremely addictive. Like, I could just keep listening to it. It's smooth, it's controlled. Just, it's giving real MC. Like, no fighting the beat like some of your faves. Just gliding. Every song, a full mood board. Alright, that's enough on that one song. Let's go ahead and go over a couple of these tracks. Well, all of them. Let's talk about it. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna go through these real quick because I'm not trying to hold y'all all day. The first song I went through or listened to was Take Me Dancing. Pure nostalgia, beat and vocals dripping in 80s R&B. And then, not only was Doja on there eating, SZA came through. But honestly, I'm gonna be very real with y'all. Honestly, I felt like the song didn't need SZA. Like, a lot of these features lately are just there for no reason to me. Maybe it's to draw in the crowd of the other artists or their fans. I don't know. But I just felt like she didn't add much to this song. But nevertheless, she was there, so that's a good thing. The next song, y'all. This next song, and I'm not listening in the order of the actual album. Y'all know I never do. I just get in where I fit in. But this next song is literally my favorite song on the album right now. It is called Lip Stain. Chill. It's French Doja. Doja from Paris. Listen, baby girl ate down, okay? It's creative as heck. Like, this is where the rap girls separate themselves. Like, she's not just giving just regular hood street rap. This is some out of the box type stuff that we need to learn to appreciate. And again, I just feel like it's only like a couple of them that do that. I feel like, of course, Nicki, she's the queen of it. She's been doing it. But Doja, she does it. Look, I almost said Doechii, but I wanted to say Doja first. But Doechii as well. And I know she's new and everything, but she has it in her as well. Yeah, so I feel like that song she literally ate. It is super fire. Go listen. Alright, and the next song is, man. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 10s across the board. The only thing that was missing on that song is Missy Elliott. If you listen to the beat and some of the vocals, like, it just gives Missy. And I feel like if she would have had Missy on there, like, Missy would have slid and would have been so smooth. But even without Missy, it's still giving, and it's giving classic energy. Phenomenal song. Next song I listened to was Couples Therapy. Child, had me dancing from the start. Like I was at a basement party in 1987. I don't know what exactly that looks like. Or feels like, but I just feel like this song pretty much just makes you feel like whatever that feeling is. Next song is called All Mine. I wasn't feeling the singing at first. But when she started rapping, it started to hit for me. And so I enjoyed it when she started rapping. And that's why I say do not count Doja out as a rapper. Because, you know, she might not be the greatest, but she's a good rapper. She does a good job. The next song I listened to was, well, I'm gonna just put these three all together because I felt like they gave the same type of vibe. Make It Up, Silly Fun, and Cards. I feel like all three of those were some solid fillers. You know, of course, not every track has to be an anthem or like a hit song. But these were solid fillers, and I felt like she kept the cohesion. She kept everything cohesive and whatnot. So yeah, it was pretty decent. The next song was Come Back to Me. I don't know why y'all might think I'm crazy, but Come Back to Me, it gave like Dawson's Creek. It gave me Dawson's Creek vibes. Like, I don't know why. And I mean it in the best way possible. But it just reminded me of like this like beautiful feel good type song. Like, I can't explain it. Like, if I try to explain it, it's not gonna make sense. Cause the theme song to Dawson's Creek, I think, ain't it? I don't wanna wait for our lives to be over. I think that's it. I'm not sure. And if that, I'm gonna have to go back and look it up, but that's what I recall. And so, if that's the song, it doesn't sound anything like this, but for some reason, it just put me in the mind of Dawson's Creek when I turned it on. I don't know. Hopefully somebody understand what I'm trying to say. But I'm not going to stay here long. It is an amazing song. I actually like it a whole lot. And then, of course, there's Jealous Type. Ugh. Jealous Type is lit, and I get why she made that a single, because it's fire. Bottom line is, Doja Cat, she ain't just making music. She's curating timeless eras. And I love that about her. Like I said in the last video, she's reminded me of some of the greats from in the past. Like, you have Prince, Michael. I mean, if you just listen to these songs, I guess because it's in the 80s, which was like their peak era, it just reminds you of like all of the greatness that took place then. You even had Whitney Houston, like just the sounds. I think the sounds and stuff just is so nostalgic, and it just reminds me of how artists used to really like go all out. They would have like all of the instrumentation, the vocals, everything was just it was just so smooth and just silky and just perfect. And it seems like she put a lot of effort into this album. Like, you can, if this is what she was trying to capture, which I believe it is, because you can tell from the 80s feel, she nailed that bad boy. She nailed it all the way around. From her looks now, every picture, every promo picture, everything I've seen, she has been eating it up. The music, the shoulder pads, the strong, heavy red lipstick, the big hair, the instrumentation in the music, the videos, the visuals, just even her interviews, the way that she dresses on the interviews. Like, she's not just doing this in the videos of the music or like at live performances, but she's putting on this whole thing as she's putting it on in its entirety and eating it up. Like, it's believable. Like, I feel like I'm in the 80s when I watch her now. So shout out to Doja. You ate this whole era up. You ate this album up. I've been listening to it nonstop all day. It helped me clean my house this morning, and the house is spick and span because that album was nonstop. And so I did not have to stop and change anything. I just kept cleaning, and cleaning some more. Y'all, if you haven't listened to it yet, go check out Doja Cat's V. I don't know how it's pronounced. The V album. It's legit. It's real music. I give it an 8 out of 10. Woo, child. Alright, let's talk about Doja and SZA, child. So, this is where it gets just a tad bit messy. Not too much, but just a tad bit. Doja hopped on iHeartRadio, and I don't think she had any clue of what she was doing. She was just saying what a TI is. She casually let it slip out that she hit up SZA last minute for a feature, and how she was just so grateful that SZA came through with no hesitation. Like, that's a beautiful thing. Like, when you need somebody on a feature and you know that you hit them up at the last minute, but they still come through for you in the midst of their busy schedule. And we all know SZA was super busy. She was on tour. Are they still on tour? I don't even know for sure, but I know she was on tour just recently with Kendrick Lamar. Like, all over. US, they did the US dates, I believe, and then they did the overseas and all of the things. So she's been super booked and busy. But yet, she was able to come through for Doja. So that was lit. And so Doja was super excited. And she's been talking about it in her interviews and things. And I'm happy for her. But Cardi B has been waiting on SZA for months. Well, I don't know if it was months. Maybe weeks. I don't know. But I know Cardi had made a post a while ago. And SZA responded on that post and was like, "Child, let me go ahead and send these vocals in." And that was a while ago. And I don't want to put a specific number on it because I'll be lying. But I know it wasn't just recent. And so she said, let me send these vocals over. But unfortunately, the vocals were never sent. And I really believe, I don't know if it was even more people than just SZA. But because I don't know if y'all remember, Cardi had made she posted a video where she was like, these people are not sending in their vocals and I don't know what's going on, but they gonna really regret because, like she was just talking her stuff and was just pretty much, I guess wanted them to see the video as well. Like, send the vocals in. Like, it's been a minute. So I don't know if it was just SZA only or if it was other people, but since we're talking about SZA, we're gonna just stay there. However, SZA just never sent in the vocals. But I think everybody, pretty much assumed that she would send them in because she had responded to the post saying that she was going to send in her vocals. But once the information on the album was dropped and like all of the features, SZA was nowhere in sight. And, it was just weird. And then Cardi made another video and was just like, it was pretty much like she was like reprimanding those people. Low key to me, because she was like, I sent in my requests to all of the different artists, but they ain't respond. And if y'all want them on this album, then y'all need to go ahead and hit them up. But one thing I ain't gonna do is beg. I don't beg nobody for nothing. These were her exact words. So she was like kind of salty, you could tell. But anyways, SZA never sent it in, and the album went out. It did what it did. And I think SZA, she just tried to like cover her bases. So she made a post and was celebrating Cardi and just congratulating her on the new album. And then she stated how she really wanted to be on the album, but she had so much going on and she was just beat down and she had to go find some mental clarity and all of the things. And that was real cute and sweet. Like when I seen it, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. She was really busy doing her thing. Well, I felt that way at least until the Doja interview. Because it's like, you had to find all this mental clarity when it came to Cardi. But for Doja, at the last minute, you dropped everything and came a-running. Child, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being messy, but it just seems a little weird to me. Like you were too beat down and just needed to get some clarity and all of the things for Cardi's album. But for Doja's, you were just, your mind was clear as all get out. So it just seemed a little shady, but you know, it's neither here nor there. She did her thing. Cardi's album still went out and did what it needs to do, I guess. But I wonder what Cardi thinks about that. Because not only does she see that SZA is on Doja's album, but Doja she just went on live and everything just recently and was crying, just tears of joy, because she was just really excited that SZA was able to come through and be on the song. And I'm like, is Doja being messy because she knows that girl didn't get on Cardi's album? And their albums are kind of competing right now because they were dropped at the same time. Is she trying to low-key throw some shade, or is she really just this overjoyed about SZA being on the album? I don't know. Check out this clip.
She's like a fucking angel, bro. And I don't know, man.
Nicki Minaj is coming.
Good evening.
Nicki Minaj.
Child. Nicki Minaj is out here making silent moves. But the kind of moves that shifts rooms. As you all know, she just released a post not too long ago with absolutely no words, just a date, and sent the whole world in a frenzy. And now, child, the people are stating that Nicki officially registered a new record titled Patience with ASCAP. Written and produced by herself. No co-writers, no 5-man teams, just a pen, a beat, and bloodline. Child, y'all, she is coming. It's official. She is definitely coming, child. And all I can say is, be ye also ready. Alright, moving on. Lastly, y'all, let's talk about this Nas and Jay-Z situation. Okay, so as you all know, like a week or two ago, Jay-Z's Roc Nation bid got rejected for the casino that he was trying to build in New York. Well, his got rejected. The child, Nas, who would have knew? I had no clue that Nas was trying to do the same thing. Nas' $5 billion casino resort in Queens just got approved. Now, this ain't a rap battle, but things still did get a little messy. At the community advisory meeting, they clowned Jay-Z like it was Summer Jam 2001 all over again. This is Illmatic versus Magna Carta once again. But no, this ain't rapping, y'all, but it's still some kind of thing going on, because the way that they clowned him at that meeting, child. But anyways, Nas, he played it smart. He was quiet, and he came out on top. And let me just tell you, that's how you move like real royalty. You know, and I'm just so grateful that he won, because y'all know, in this season, anything with Jay-Z, and I used to love B Down, but she's connected to him, unfortunately. Anything to do with them and Rico Nation, it just don't be seeming right. It just don't seem right. And I feel like they harm a lot of people more than they help. And so, I'm just grateful that it went to somebody else. You never really hear too many bad things about Nas. He just handles his business and does what he does, you know. And so, congratulations to him. I'm super excited for him. And I'm excited for the city of New York, because this is going to bring a lot of jobs and all of the different things, you know, just like how all of the casinos, like all of the casinos and stuff, like it brings profits to Las Vegas. And of course, you can see the bad side of it as well. People getting hooked and addicted to gambling and losing all of their money. But you can also, you know, see the good as well, where it's giving more jobs to the people in that area and offering benefits and different things like that. So that's that, y'all. Congrats to him and his team. I wish them all of the best.
and it couldn't have been done without everybody here. With that being said, I'm getting ready to vote, and there's a theme in Queens, and I know Nas is a part of this. Queens get the money. Sorry, Jay-Z, we win again. I just had to rub that in. You can let the Brooklyn Borough president know that I send my regards to him. With that being said, I vote aye.
Borough president votes in an aye, and some conflict will be brewing. I'll move a little away from you. Next up is myself, representing myself as the state assemblywoman in this district. I have to say this has been an opportunity of my professional career as the assemblywoman.
And now, moving on, we got to get up out of here. Now, tell me, what did y'all learn this week? Well, I'll tell you if you can't tell me. We've learned that you cannot buy respect with a Billboard #1. A pretty rollout don't hit the same when the music don't move people. Listen, leave a comment, like, and please subscribe, y'all. Subscribe to the channel. And please remember that everything discussed here is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Alright, until next time, stay peaceful, stay vibey, stay all of the things, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Deuces.